Hi everyone, it's Coffee Stitcher. This is take 2, so we're gonna hope that this video goes better than the last video did. It's Tuesday. It's tax day, so if you're watching me and you haven't done your taxes, why haven't you done your taxes? Because I don't want you to go to jail, because I'm pretty sure in jail they don't like cross-stitch and watch me. And that's not cool on lots of levels. So I hope everyone's doing well. Alright, in this video, we've got a finish. We actually have 2 finishes, but I can't show one of them because it's a surprise, and I don't know if that person watches Floss 2 or not. So, I can't show it, unfortunately. And I'm not sure I actually will be able to show it, because it'll probably get mailed to them before I can show it. Anyhow, so, yeah. So I've got to finish. I'm going to give you the reasons why I dislike Anne of Green Gables, because a lot of you have asked. And then I'm going to tell you about something exciting coming in May. Alright. So, first things first, I have a finish. It is... What happened to it? Ah, here it is. It is the Janelin Friends and Coffee kit that I got from a Stitch in Time for Christmas. That's the picture. Here's the finish. So, it was a really fast, relatively fun stitch. I basically accomplished all of it in 4 total days, spread out over a month. I did not bother to tape the sides, and we're getting ready to finish it probably here this week sometime into an actual FFO. And I opted not to outline it because I thought it looked cartoony, so I did not outline my mug. But it looks really, really pretty. So, yeah. So, I have a finish. The main reason why I don't like Anne of Green Gables is, when I was in... I didn't discover Anne of Green Gables until I was in college. Because a couple of my friends in English classes were talking about it and were horrified that I hadn't at least seen the TV version. So, I got it off of Netflix, because this is in the days before Netflix was streaming. And I was so annoyed by the thing they called an actress that was playing Anne, and her overly sincere, I just want this and a bosom friend, and you should just love me, and I wanted to beat her with a spoon. She just irritated the hell out of me. I didn't even finish the damn thing. I got as far as her giving the girl too much wine or alcohol or whatever the heck it was, and her throwing up, and I went, you know what, I'm done with this. I don't care. Go away, Anne of Green Gables. You suck. You suck, and I wish they would send you back to the orphanage. I could not stand her. And then, a few years later, a local community theater did a stage version of Anne of Green Gables, and I went with some friends. And while I didn't hate the girl who played Anne as much as I hated that thing in the TV one, like, I can't even call her an actress, or really even a person. Like, that's how much I disliked her. It's a very visceral thing, and there's very few people that I respond to that way. But I won't say who, because I don't want to lose all of my viewers, because that would be silly. But she was not quite as annoying. But I really didn't care about the story. And I really didn't care about Gilbert, and I didn't care about Marilla, and I didn't care about the guy that I thought for a while was her husband, but then turned out to be her brother, which greatly confused me, for a while. I didn't care. I didn't like it. It wasn't... I just didn't care. So, maybe if I had found Anne of Green Gables as a young boy growing up, I might enjoy it more. But I just don't. I wish I did. And I don't mean that in the same words, like, you know, I wish I liked Lion King because so many people like Lion King, because I really don't care. I don't. It's Hamlet with animals and a happy ending. But this is one I actually wish I did like, because I feel like because I don't like it, I'm missing out on something. So yeah, I've never read the Little House on the Prairie books. Mostly because Michael Landon freaked me out when I was a kid. I don't know why, there was just something about him that unnerved me, so I've never watched the show, and I've never really... and I don't really know the story. I do like Melissa Gilbert, though. She's quite talented. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So there you have it. That's why I don't like Anne of Green Gables. Now, that said, if I were to receive the Soda Stitch Anne of Green Gables chart, I would probably do it. It would not be one of my first choices, but I would probably do it partially for sake of completion, and partially because I do think it is kind of cute. Again, even though I don't like Anne of Green Gables. Sorry. Sorry, people who live on Prince Edward Island. I like the name of your island, though. It's a very, very fancy name. Alright, so, the next thing is the big announcement. Now, those of you who subscribe to A Stitch in Time, you'll find out this from her as well. And this is, if people would like to join us, they can. We haven't figured out if we're going to do a hashtag, or something, or a jiddle diddle thing. Yeah, that was really technical of me. We don't really know how we're quite going to do it. We're not doing a Facebook group. We could probably do an Instagram tag, because I think most of the people on FlossTube are also on Instagram. Or even if you don't have a FlossTube account, you have an Instagram account and we watch you. We're doing what we're calling Stitching May-nia. It starts on the first day of May, which we'll get to in a second, is really insane for me. The original what really started it was Angie really wanted to do, she was like, you know what, I need more options. I'm tired of the whips I've got, but I don't want to, you know, I wish I could, I just want to start everything I've got so that I have plenty of options. And, I was like, well, you know, that's not necessarily a bad idea. And I was like, you know what, I'll do it with you, because why not? I believe in encouraging people to do things and doing them with them so they don't have to do them alone. Hey, today's video is brought to you by the number 7 and the letter L. And the letter Q for Q-Snap. God, that was bad. I'm very tired. So she and I agreed that, so we were like, first we were going to do a new start every day in May. She was like, I want to do these. And I was like, sure, I'll do it with you. Why not? Because I'm insane. So we were going to do, originally, one new project every day in May. Only for me to discover that I don't have near that much stash. I mean, I've got a lot of charts, but I don't have the fabric or the floss to do it with, and I can't just afford to go out and do everything. So then she was like, well, let's put some kits in there, and I still didn't have enough. So we decided we would try not to make things too insane, so we scaled it back to 15. So from May 1st to May 15th, every single day, we're going to have a new start. Now, part of why this makes me insane is, for one, I'm opening a brand new kiosk, in theory, next Wednesday. They lost my kiosk, like the physical components. They showed up today. How do you lose an entire kiosk? I have no idea. I mean, it's like 17 feet. It's huge. I don't have... It'd be like losing an entire room of your house. Like the living room. Or maybe the dining room. I don't know, whichever is supposed to be slightly smaller. So I'm training a whole bunch of new people. So I'm crazy tired to begin with. And then, not only are we opening, in theory, on April 22nd, which this is actually, I'm really, really excited, though, because this is a big deal. It's kind of like a promotion without a promotion. But we're supposed to open on April 22nd. And so the end of the first week is a major promo change and a major promo launch and my birthday, which is the 28th. And then May 1st through May 10th begins what is lovingly known as hell for baristas. It's known as Frappuccino Happy Hour, or as a lot of us probably have said, Frappuccino Crappy Hour. I love my job. Don't get me wrong. And actually, I do enjoy Frappuccino Happy Hour. It is kind of fun. But it's from 2 to 5 in the afternoon, and all Frappuccinos are half price. And I'm located next to 2 high schools, and an elementary school, and a middle school. And what do kids like? Frappuccinos. Yeah. It's going to be insane. It's going to be all hands on deck. So not only are I starting this absolutely insane project idea with Angie, but I'm gonna have my own stitch along going with, although that may not have started depending on if I get the fabric or not, with Kiara going, and then a couple other things going. So yeah, I may be dead by May 15th. That may just happen. So, because I didn't think about this last night, but I'm committed, and I am all in, and this is gonna rock. So, yes, so please, if people want to, join along. I don't necessarily have an idea what things are gonna go on what day, but I will at least show the things that I will be starting. So we're gonna start with the kits and work our way through it, and if there's something I have to buy for it, I'll let you know. So the first is a Creative Accents Tree Frogs. This was in my Christmas gift from Amber. So I think I could probably get 1 frog done, if not all 3. This might actually be a very quick one-day project. It's on 14 count Ada, and it's 5 by 7. So that might actually be achievable. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there's not a lot of it. Yeah, so this will be one of them. My Jingle All the Way kit from Lizzie Kate. I have to buy the floss for it, I think. I'm probably going to use just DMC, so there may be some substitution. Oh, I just threw the embellishment pack all over the place. Yeah, because this thing is 120 by 22. And it generally looks like I probably have all of those colors. So, now whether or not it becomes the actual finished pillow by the end of May remains to be seen. And hang on, I need to bend over and pick up those bells. So, Jingle All the Way is one. I've got I Love Halloween, which is an ornament from Mill Hill. And I believe this one came from Angie. I think Angie gave me this one, and Kimmy gave me I Love Coffee, which I have already started on. It's kind of an in-between project that I haven't worked too much on. So unfortunately, it will not be in part of this. Then from Cassie, I got a Buttons and Beads Ghost Dance. So that's one I will start on. We'll do our kits first and then the charts. The Lizzie Kate A Little Gray Hair. And this is all the pieces for it, including the floss, so I don't have to buy anything there. And then Opera House from Mill Hill. So thus endeth the kits. Oh, pardon me. Then At the Met will be one of them, also known as Carol Channing. And for that, that's going to be one of my birthday things. So I'm going to, I may not necessarily have, this is probably going to be slightly later in May, because I'm going to have to actually go to my LNS and do a big floss toss, so I can get color conversions of At the Met to Carol Channing. One that will probably be earlier is Nora Corbett's Sea Flora, because I have fabric for it. I just have to buy the DMC, and I may not need all of the DMC, but I will have to buy some DMC and a Krynic, but I've got the bead pack, so I don't need to buy the bead pack. Alright, now we get into the rest of what I've got. One of the things is I'm planning to turn... One of the things I'll start will be I'm doing 3 ornaments for my person. So one of them will be the 3rd ornament. So the second thing, and it's going to be on perforated paper, this will be on perforated paper, is I plan to do my Dorothy ornament from Brooks Books. Because I have everything for it. I'll do at least part, and I haven't decided if I'm going to do the Prairie Schooler Night Before Christmas as the ornaments or as the full sampler. I've got the fabric and the floss to do the full sampler, so that's probably what I'll do. So, Prairie Schoolers Night Before Christmas. I have Paradise Lost from Plum Street to start. That's the Adam and Eve. The Flood, which I have all the stuff for, also from Plum Street. We'd Turn Back If You Was Us from Prairie Moon. I've got to get the floss for it, but I honestly think that, with the exception of the Yellow Brick Road and maybe Dorothy's Dress, all of my, I'm going to just use DMC for that. For this one. I just don't think it really needs the full variegation. Yeah. And then, finally, the Little Stitchers, Wizard of Oz. And there I just have to finish getting a little bit of the floss together. So, that's what I have planned. One new start a day. In addition to the things I'm already working on. So, there's no guarantee that what I'll do is finish any of the things that I start in May, or even work on them past their one day in May. But, by golly, I'm going to start them. Yeah. So that's that. Okay. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? No. I think that's everything. So... I hope everyone's doing well. Oh, whip updates. I didn't do that. Hang on, let me grab my few things that I've worked on. I know I showed off Wizard of Oz. I can't show off ornaments. Should I work on fairy tales? No, I've already shown off fairy tales. I don't really have a lot in the way of the whip updates. I have a new start, which may end up actually not ever being finished, because I'm really not feeling it too much. But we'll see. I did get one more little motif done on Blue Jeans and Daisies, aka Whipsy Daisies. I did the Rhodes Heart section. So, here's what I have in full so far. And there's what I did in close-up. So, that's done. Next, I think I'm going to do the beehive, and then I'll finish with the tree. And then I'll basically have completed part 1 of Blue Jeans and Daisies. I haven't done anything on Cloud's Factory because I haven't been back to my LNS to get stuff. Then the other thing I started was I did start Halloween Fairy, the kit, from Nora Corbett. And that's what I've done so far on it, part of the skirt. But like I said, I like Classic Colorworks, for the most part, working with it. But I'm not really feeling the colors, and I really don't like her wings. So, this may not actually get worked on again. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Oh! I know what I didn't discuss. Once Upon a Time. Unfortunately, after some recounting and some general thought and heartfelt feelings and emotions, I have decided not to continue with Once Upon a Time as is. There's a couple of reasons for this. There are things that I did back in the beginning of stitching, because this was really the third project I started working on, period, that I don't like that I did. I'm not really going to have enough space to completely finish it, which is upsetting and worrisome. And in general, I'm just not happy. I don't really like some of the months that are at the end. I don't really care for November or December. So what I think I'm going to do is, after I knock out a few of the other things on my list of stuff to do, I'm either A, going to look at it, reevaluate, and finish it, or what I'm more likely to do is I'm going to take the months I do like, and I'm going to restitch them individually and finish them as small ornaments. Or maybe sort of little standy things out of styrofoam or something. Finish them individually. And do something with them. But I'm not going to do them all over again. So that's kind of where I'm at. I've put a lot of work in on it, yes, but I'm not all that thrilled with it. And I've kind of been feeling that for a while. And if I'm 100% honest, there's some of that with Frosted Pumpkin that I'm feeling in general, because I feel like I'm always having to make so many changes to the things. And I think that was part of it, was I got overwhelmed doing it and Storytime together. So, yeah. Alright, that basically takes care of it. So, I hope everyone is having a fabulous week. And I should be getting some Silk Mill Floss soon, as well as my Soda Stitch. So when those come in, which may be the same time, may not be, I will probably do a video together of them, or you may get a small mini video of the Silk Mill when it comes in. So you may see me again before too much longer. Anyhow, I hope everyone's doing great, and I'll see y'all soon.